If you're looking for the very best season-long fantasy football competition, you've found it. Reward your love of the game by registering now at Fantasy Football Evolution. New for 2017, private commissioner leagues. If you want to be the commish, you can create your own season-long fantasy football competition using FFE's famous three-stage format and invite an unlimited number of your friends, family and co-workers to join you. This new feature is available in all states. FFE, the most strategic fantasy football competition in the world. Do you think you're good at fantasy football? Do you think you're better than your friends? Prove it. Join FFE and compete to be world champion and see how your skills stack up against the best fantasy football players in the world.
FFE is the only national fantasy football competition with full drafting, league, and tournament play. No other competition offers such a combination of entertainment and value, which will keep you entertained all season long. FFE includes world, state, and private commissioner competitions. All three are open to an unlimited number of players. Entering the world competition automatically enters you into your state competition, and joining a private competition automatically enters you in both the world and state competitions, subject to state laws.
Each competition uses FFE's unique three-stage format, consisting of 3 cohesive stages of fantasy competition that seek to determine the best fantasy football player in the world.
Stage 1. Beat the Machine. Your starting league consists of your team and 11 crafty and wily computer opponents. You draft against the computer opponents to create your team, as they do theirs. You then begin your journey to becoming Fantasy Football Evolution Champion by competing in an 8-week-long season against them, much like you would in a standard fantasy league. This stage ensures fair play and prevents collusion. Finish 5-3 or better, or in the top 40%, and you advance to Stage 2. Everyone else enters our consolation competition.
Stage 2. Make the Cut. This stage consists of a 3-week elimination round between your team and all the other human teams with records of 5-3 or better, or who have placed in the top 40% in the first stage. In this stage, you simply want your team to score as many points as possible. Finish in the top 64 and you advance to the final stage. Everyone else automatically enters the consolation competition.
Stage 3. Beat the Elite. Now you face the top 64 players that have had the skills and strategies to survive the first 2 stages. You are among the elite players in the world, and now you face them head-to-head for a 6-week tournament. Win and advance, lose, and you're out. Last player standing becomes this year's Fantasy Football Evolution Champion and wins $25,000. Players that advance to the elite stage all receive a prize, depending on where they finish. Unlike traditional fantasy football leagues, you do not need to gather a complete league of players to join the world and state competitions. Each player begins with their own league.
Buy some teams now to give yourself time before the season starts to create your own private competition. Invite your friends to join your competition, or join someone else's private competition. As an added bonus, your private competition teams are automatically entered in the world and state competitions, where state laws allow, so you have multiple ways to win. You can use any undrafted team to join a private competition, and you don't have to draft your teams now. You can draft later, whenever you want. Alternatively, you can simply buy a team and enter the world and state competitions, again where permitted by state laws. Like the private competitions, you can draft at any time.
FFE truly is unique, easy to play, and fair. Its patent-protected design is the only traditional-style fantasy football competition that allows an unlimited number of players to compete against each other while still retaining competitive drafting. The hassle-free draft room also allows you to draft when you want and how you want. FFE's level playing field design also prevents collusion between players, allowing your skill to win. Let FFE assist you in drafting and weekly team selection. Both drafting and team selection can be done manually, automatically, or a combination of both. Whether you are a seasoned fantasy football expert managing several teams or a first-time novice, FFE's user-friendly design makes it easy.
Using different filters, you can easily browse and select players in serpentine draft style. Buy a team now so you can create and join any private commissioner competitions with your friends, but you don't have to draft now. There is no time limit for making your draft picks, so you have plenty of time to do your research while drafting. Track your progress and your friends' progress throughout the season with the leaderboard page.
State competitions. Where state law allows, season-long state competitions provide an additional opportunity for you to prove your skills. Where state law allows, you are automatically entered in your state competition when you enter the global competition.
In addition to the standard reporting of nationwide team rankings, our private commissioner competition feature adds to the fun by allowing you to build your own competition and track how well your friends are doing each week. This allows you to have a personalized community challenge while competing in the national competition. Fantasy Football Evolution is a great value for you and your friends.
Our top prize is $25,000, which of course comes complete with national fame and fantasy glory. But there are lots of other great prizes for runners-up, too.
Our Great Consolation competition runs all season in parallel to the main competition. This means that even if someone defeats you in the main competition and you don't make it through the final 16 teams, you are still guaranteed competitive play for big prizes for the full season.
Spread the word about FFE. Because we want to grow Fantasy Football Evolution as much as possible, we also offer another great incentive for people to refer their family, friends, and coworkers to join the fun. Each successful referral earns $4 for the person making the referral and $4 for the person accepting the referral. The referral money can only be used to buy FFE teams. It cannot be withdrawn.
So, if you're looking for the best in fantasy football, reward your love of the game and register now at fantasyfootballevolution.com.